In the second half of the version 2.6, two of the best characters from Penacony will be rerunning together, and one of them was known to be the best DPS of the game for a while. In this video, I will talk about everything you need to know about Acheron, how she works, how to build her, who is good with her, and most important, if I think she's worth your pulse. So just before the video starts, don't forget to leave your like and your sub. That way, you will not only be supporting the channel, but you are also increasing the odds for me to pull for a 6 Sunday. I also recommend you checking my links on the description. I have some of them that can help you, just like my Twitch channel, where I stream a lot and you are able to win free blessings by participating on them. And U7Buy, where you can use my code DPHENIX to have a discount when buying Stellar Jades. Now that everything is said, let's now explain Acheron's kit. Acheron is a 5-star lightning character that follows the path of Nihility, and it's focused on being a DPS for your teams with the use of the debuffs. On her basic attack, Trilateral Wield Cross, Acheron deals lightning damage equal to a percentage of her attack to a single target enemy. When you use her skill, Octobolt Flash, Acheron gains 1 point of Slash Dreams and inflicts 1 stack of Crimson Knot on a single target enemy, dealing lightning damage equal to a percentage of her attack to its target and to adjacent targets. On her ultimate, Flash Dreams Cries in red, Acheron will unleash 3 Rain Blade attacks that will deal lightning damage based on her attack to a single target enemy and remove 3 stacks of Crimson Knot from that target. When removing Crimson Knots from an enemy, she will also deal lightning damage equal to a smaller percentage of her attack to all enemies, and for every knot removed, her damage multiplier will be increased. After these 3 Rain Blade attacks, she will deal 1 big slash at the end that will deal lightning damage based on her attack to all enemies and will remove all knots. On her talent, atop Rain Leaf hangs on Ness, Acheron's ultimate will not require energy and will be activated when Slash Dreams reaches 9 points. During the ultimate, enemy's toughness will be reduced regardless of the weakness type, and all enemies all type res will be reduced, lasting until the end of the ultimate. When a character inflicts a debuff on the enemy target, Acheron gains 1 point of Slash Dreams and inflicts 1 stack of Crimson Knot on the target. If debuffs are inflicted on multiple targets, then 1 stack of Crimson Knot will be inflicted on the enemy target with the most Crimson Knot stacks, and this effect can only trigger once for every ability's use. After an enemy target exits the field or gets defeated by any unit while Acheron is on the field, their Crimson Knot stacks will be transferred to the enemy target with the most Crimson Knot stacks on the field. And for last, her technique, Quadrivalent Ascendance, Acheron immediately attacks the enemy and gains Quadrivalent Ascendance at the start of each wave, dealing lightning damage equal to 200% of Acheron's attack to all enemies and reducing toughness of all enemies irrespectively of weakness types. With this effect, Acheron gains 1 point of Slash Dreams and inflicts 1 stack of Crimson Knot on a single random enemy after using the ultimate. And, if attacking a normal enemy, immediately defeats them without entering combat, and when not hitting enemies, no technique points are consumed. On her minor traces, Acheron will get a total of 28% attack, 24% crit damage, and 8% lightning damage bonus, which will help increasing her damage. On her first major trace, Red Oni, when battle starts, immediately gains 5 points of Slash Dreams, and applies 5 stacks of Crimson Knot to a random enemy. When Slash Dreams reaches its upper limit, for every point of Slash Dream that exceeds the limit, gains 1 stack of Quadrivalent Ascendance and enables it to stack up to 3 times. Her second major trace, the Abyss, when there are 1 or 2 Nihility characters other than Acheron in the team, the damage dealt by Acheron basic attack, skill and ultimate increases by 150% or 160% of the original damage respectively. And for last, on her third major trace, Thunder Core, when the ultimate's Rain Blade hits enemy targets that have Crimson Knot, the damage dealt by Acheron increases by 30%, stacking up to 3 times, and lasting for 3 turns. And when the Big Slash triggers, additionally deals damage for 6 times. Each time deals lightning damage equal to 25% of Acheron's attack to a single random enemy and is considered as ultimate damage. For her trace priorities, you should focus on her ultimate first, then her talent, after that her skill, and for last her basic attack, which you can leave at level 1 since you will barely use them. Acheron best in slot Relic Set will be the 4-piece Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters, because it will increase your damage against opponents with debuffs by 12% on its 2-piece effect, and on the full effect you will get up to 8% crit rate and 24% crit damage if you go against opponents with 2 or 3 debuffs, and you can apply some yourself, something she can do even on her ultimate. The new Relic Set launch on the version 4.6 Scholar Lost on Air Edition is another good alternative for her, since it will give you 8% crit rate on its 2-piece and up to 20% ultimate damage bonus and 45% skill damage bonus on its 4-piece effect. Band of Sizzling Thunder is another usable option for her, since it provides 10% lightning damage on its 2-piece and 20% attack for 1 turn after using the skill on its 4-piece effect. My personal recommendation is to try to get a Pioneer set going, because it's the best for her. But if you are still farming for her best set, you can always mix and match 2 pieces between the sets that provide attack, damage percent, and crit rate. For planar ornaments, Acheron best in slot will be Izumo, because it will increase your attack by 12% and your crit rate by 12% if you have another teammate with the same pet as you, something she will want thanks to her passive. Inerts also too can be a good substitute while you farm Izumo, since it provides 8% crit rate and 15% ultimate damage. And for last, if you are on the early game, you can always end up using Space Stealing Station, since it will increase your attack by 12%, and when you reach 120 or higher speed, your attack increases by an extra 12%. Now, talking about substats. For the chest, you will want crits. For the boots, you will want attack or speed. For the orb, you will want attack percent or lightning damage, but attack percent ends up being better because she gains a lot of damage percent from her kit. And for the rope, you will want attack percent. For the substats, you should focus on crits, attack, and speed. For Acheron Lightcones, her best in slot will be her signature, along the passing shore. This Lightcone will increase your crit damage by 36%, and when you attack a target, you will inflict them with a debuff that lasts for 1 turn, that will allow you to deal 24% increased damage to this target, and the damage dealt by your ultimate further increases by 24%. Other 5-star Lightcones you can use, if you have them laying around your inventory, are Patience is All You Need, Incessant Rain, and In the Name of the World. But keep in mind that some of them, or even all of them, will perform worse than some other 4-star options I will mention next. Good Night and Sleep Well will be your best 4-star Lightcone, especially at higher superimpositions, because for every debuff the target enemy has, the damage dealt by the wearer increases by 12%, stacking up to 3 times. And if you get this to S5, you will be doing 72% more damage if you max out its passive. Boundless Choreo is another usable 4-star option for your Acheron, especially if you are lacking some crits on your build, because it will increase your crit rate by 8% and you will deal 24% more crit damage to enemies that are currently slowed or have reduced defense. And for last, her best F2P option will be the Forgotten Hall Store Lightcone for Mata, because even though she doesn't care a lot about the break effect, if you run her with someone that can apply Wind Shear or Shock, the damage increase is at least usable, but I advise you to try to get at least Boundless Choreo, or if you can, Good Night and Sleep Well. For Acheron teams, she will be a good DPS for your account as long as you pair her with characters capable of applying debuffs. So here are some team options. For an hyper carry team, pair her with Jiao Shu or Silver Wolf, Sparkle or Pella, and Aventurine, Gallagher or Fush 1. For her Robin team, pair her with Jiao Shu, Robin, and Gallagher. For a Well team, pair her with Sparkle or Robin, Jiao Shu, Pella or Silver Wolf, and Welt as a sustainer. For a DOT team, pair her with Kafka, Black Swan, and Aventurine or Gallagher. And for an F2P team, pair her with Sampo, Guinefan or Pella, and Gallagher or Preservation MC. Like I said before, Acheron will be a good DPS with the only catch being around her teams capable of applying debuffs. If you have any teams that you really like to use and did not appear here, as well as some doubts on characters to use instead of the ones I mentioned, feel free to leave it on the comments. Now, I will leave a showcase of my Acheron team on this most recent MOC 12.
say bye.
I reap from the heart.
In the mood for another beating? Slice like my friends? Indulge yourselves! It ain't over.
That's half the work. Destined for oblivion.
Ill fate, you said.
Step up, let's see it.
Stand still. Destiny is apparent. Ill tidings manifest.
I reap from the heart. It takes a fall.
Time to say bye.
So what's your opinion about Acheron? Do you think you need to pull her for your account? In my opinion, she's a good DPS for you to have in your account if you already have a good amount of debuffers, because if you don't, it will take you some time to achieve her max potential, and maybe who knows, you could probably achieve it faster with other DPSs. I hope with this video you are now able to understand how she works and how you should build her. Share this video with others that are still thinking about getting her or not. If you like this guide, don't forget to leave your sub and your like. That way you will be supporting me a lot and helping to the craziness of going 46 Sunday. A special thanks to my members for trying to support me, and thank you so much for keeping me company. See you on the next video or livestream where you can win free blessings. Stay safe everyone, have an amazing day, and good luck on your pulls.